two-shot launch steel tip action on the 4th generation Bandit board, adding the one-piece flight deck system to all steel tip barrels as well. I'll be throwing 23-gram weight everything, starting with the Celt Tornos, followed by Roman Empire Juno, and finally the Celt Balor dart. God, I love the steel tip version even more. It's longer and more torpedo-y than the soft tip. We've got a straight barrel now with evenly distributed weight. I'm going to use that King Crown milling as my grip reference. Shot calls that gnarly rear section vessel grip, I believe. It's unmatched by anything I've felt before, honestly. 83 scored. Next up, we've got the Celt Balor bomber dart. This is the hardest changeup for me because it's front weighted, so that means I have to hold in the max diameter. Yeah, good pick. Oh my gosh, guys. New darts, new Bandit dartboard, and new flight deck colors. Go ham.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Division 2 semi-final matchup here as it's Brad Lewis taking on Michael Tski and what should be an exciting matchup. William Stewart here of USA Darts, happy to be on the call this evening as Nick Teixeira hangs out at Grandma's house in Ohio for a little bit longer before his Bullshooter, Pennsylvania shoot this weekend. But here we go, folks. This is going to be exciting. We're already underway here in this leg, as you can tell, and let me go ahead and update our scoreboard there as we get a hefty score from Brad Lewis to pull himself down to 40. Both these guys have had some good runs here, and they're going to at least guarantee a top 4 finish no matter what. We'll see if Brad can go ahead and hit tops here for the finish. Not quite able to do so. We'll bump up their volume just a touch so we can hear everything going on. We'll get us some credentials here in just a second, but Brad, we'll look at double 5. And now has to go for the madhouse, unfortunately, as he goes inside. With Tski on 37, he goes 5 for 32. Not a bad marker there with the second dart, but can't produce. So back to the madhouse for Brad, and what a colorful surround he has on that beautiful Winmore triple core. Does unfortunately go in. So back to Tski. These first legs can always be a little strugglesome, especially you probably have a touch of nerves being on the stream, so you got to overcome that and move on. As inside there as well. And finally, Brad is able to capitalize. 25 dart leg, and of course not the best of legs, but it'll do. As you get one on the board. Both these guys said it's going to be tough to beat the performance of John in last night's stream. John Shaman, who, man, what a display he had in last night's Division 1 final. Through an 85 average overall and a 12-3 victory there. Just straight impressive. The double percentage was top-notch there. Really the whole way throughout. I think the last couple legs kind of got a few misses under his belt. But how about for these two guys? Brad Lewis has 14 180s on the season, 8 in the round-robin stages, 6 in the playoffs. For Tski, it's only 3-3 for a total of 6. On the 180s, but hey, 180s don't count for everything. You got to hit those doubles in order to win the match. So overall for averages, they are pretty tight, folks. For the round robin stages, 62.31 for Brad, 62.84 for Tski. That was a 13th overall average for Brad, and then how about a 9th overall average for Tski? And even closer is those first 9 averages, 69.53, 69.48. Now, that's not all. How about for the playoff stages? 66.19 for Brad, 66.14 for Tski. So it doesn't get any tighter. And then they skyrocketed their averages on the first 9 to a 78.51 and a 76.53. So overall, some impressive scores there, but we're going to find out what they bring to the table this evening for this semifinal. Both have had a couple good runs. I think Brad Lewis threw a 68 as his highest match on the season. And then for Tski, it was a 61.1 and actually a 6-9 loss over versus Paul King. Let us know where you're tuning in from, folks. We'd appreciate it. Happy that you're joining me here. Let's go ahead and say that one.
121.
Great 1-2-1 for Tski. That'll certainly help his cause. Pull him down to a reasonable amount. Got to keep Brad guessing.
59.
I would have liked maybe nothing you can really do. 59. I mean, you could have went bull there, I guess. No, that wouldn't have helped. Sorry.
79.
See the way his darts land. I wonder if he stands off to the left-hand side of the throw line. Ooh,
79.
79 there for Lewis. Right outside of collecting on that big check. And instead, it's Tski for 72. Got a few people joining us. Trevor had some questions about DPFL. DPFLdarts.com. I believe they have a chat option there. If not, reach out to Scott Hanish. That's your best option, I bet, for any questions. We got Joey from Florida, a good friend of Tski. Anthony Bass from Virginia Beach, and then our Edmonton, Alberta, Canada for Jody Williams. Thanks for joining us, folks. We appreciate it.
Bust.
Yeah, unfortunate go for Brad as he's going to bust his score line, leaving it up to Tski to capitalize on this 24. Inside for double six.
Second dart.
Pegs it there for his second dart. He will take that for 1-1. Now we did agree upon
60.
after leg 10, a short restroom break potentially, so just keep an eye on that one. As that'll be our after leg 10, if it gets there, which it should now, with it being 1-1. That we'll take that break.
29.
Quick bake could be needed in some of these formats. I mean, especially the extended format that we have. That looked like a 139 rather than a 59. Just unfortunate there for Brad. Got Michael tuning in from Boston. Hello. That neck of the country is really about their steel tip darts. Of course, Minuteman Dart League around that area is just still a prominent dart association. I think they have up to
60.
3,000 right now dart players, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere in that range. One time it was much higher than that. Always enjoyed going up there for Witch City and even the Seacoast Open up there in New Hampshire. Always a fun one. Mark those down if you have not been.
Big darts, 30.
You hear Tski saying big darts and a 30 there, so
77.
just a little bit of pressure here on these players as they go about their business. Sorry for having my mouse in view there. Trying to handle something real quick so we don't have to worry about it anymore.
32.
There we go. Apologies for that. I'll make sure we have a flawless stream rather than a flaw-filled stream. That's what that was. Proactive rather than reactive. Back to Brad, needing 144. I don't mind the 18 look there. 2 triples leaves you the 36, of course, so it's not a bad attempt.
51.
Yeah, how about that, too? 108, 18. What is that? 126 for him. So not a bad shot. Unfortunately, it leaves double 9. Maybe not the best of looks, but you'll take it. You'll take it.
140.
A great return job from Tski.
First dart. Good dart.
Lewis, doesn't even give him an opportunity. Does peg the double 9 for 2-1. As Michael says, Port City next month in Portland. Played partners with Tski during my 11 years in Orlando.
60.
Yeah, I saw Tski down there for the DPFL live event. Of course, that's where I frequently find him at, is down there in Florida. So, yeah, seen him a few times. So I'm sure he'll be at live event number 4, as we hope all you will be. And Kissimmee as well. Come on down. It's a good time. Trust me on that one. Reunion Resort really takes good care of all of us dart players. But, Michael, you're going to Port City. I'll be down at Shoot for the Moon in Huntsville, Alabama. So opposite directions. But, yeah, that's the same weekend down in Huntsville, Alabama. I guess technically Decatur, but it's kind of on the line. Great 1-3-4 there for Brad. Up to Tski to try to snag this leg and break right back. We've seen in the last 2 finals that I streamed, Division 4 and Division 1 last night, where distance proved to be a factor. It was a 7-1 win in Division 4 and then a 12-3 win in Division number 1. So not as tight as I anticipated those finals being. But this one has the making of being real close, especially with the averages the way they were in the round robin as well as the playoff stages.
78.
Terribly far off. I mean, we're seeing a little discrepancy. They're not throwing essentially what they have yet in this playoff.
100.
Of course, I mentioned that 66 apiece, really. But early stages. Sometimes it takes a few legs to get really in the groove of things.
30.
Only 30 there, but just about got that double tops for 3-1. But unfortunately for Tski, he's in the single one, so that won't do. He can only bring it down from there. He does leave tops, so pressure added. If Lewis doesn't collect, he'll get the opportunity. Ooh, double 15 now?
Second dart.
And double 15 he gets. What a shot, and a 3-1 advantage for Brad Lewis. He's able to hold throw there after the break.
41.
Both 41 for their first darts.
Come on, Mike. 36.
You can hear that there from Mike. He's trying to cheer himself on here a little bit, get a little motivation going. It's always a tough task, especially when you feel like you're by yourself and in the comfort of your home. That can be a deadly thing. Maybe the family's upstairs trying not to annoy you, or you kind of prefer it that way, but your confidence can take a real hit if things go south. Confidence is really, it's a funny thing, isn't it?
58.
Everything can be going right, and then one or two legs, and all of a sudden, things go wrong. But this is exactly what he needs. A nice solid 95. He'll take that. Ooh. 133. It looked to me like a 95. It proved to be wrong, I guess.
You would. 43. $60.
Just letting this play out here. This is a really gritty moment here between these two. Tski really needs to capitalize, grab this leg. You don't really want to go 4-1 down.
$39.
Does set himself up with tops if he returns. 95 for Brad. Kind of curious how he'll go about this. 19s are bull. He goes 19s. 88 now. And it looks like, unfortunately, he's not going to have an opportunity. That does look like a trip 8 there. Yeah, 51 overall. So tops for Tski for 3-2. Ooh, I think that's a single one. That's not the best. Only getting just knowing, hey, now I got to recover and set myself up. And yeah, you can see kind of sporadically sprays it inside there. Will he return and get the look? He's going to. So
12.
double 5 or split. I'm attacking double 5 personally. I just don't want to take the risk. Yeah, exactly. First start it is, and there you go. 3-2. Scott Hanish joining us. How's it going, Scott? Doing well here. Thanks for joining us. You're getting those sign-ups squared away from last night. All those last-minute sign-ups as season 11 is looking strong for DPFL. You can get more information or sign up for, not sign up, get some more information for live event number 4 at dpfldarts.com.
41.
This is a case of who's going to hit the big number first to spread the distance. Only 60 for Brad. This right here needs to be the moment. Yep. Big triple there for Michael. Just gather something. Kind of sway it in your favor.
100.
This guy says, for anyone not signed up, they have until I get back from all-you-can-eat sushi. I give them an extra 24 hours. I may be tempted to sign up, but my current rate and rankings are definitely false. I'm currently sitting at like probably a 60 average with how much I play. So D2 is where I need to be, but
44.
I just don't know if I have the time. I don't want to be that forfeiting guy. Nobody wants to be that guy, right? Now you can hear kind of this disgruntled nature there in Michael's tone. Just had a few rounds that really haven't
60.
produced his best. Anytime you're in those 20s, 30s range, it's kind of an unfortunate thing. You know they're bound to happen, but you got to minimize those as much as possible. Scott said, my counterpart, is that Jin or is that Nick? Which one? Which one? Did Jin and Nick sign up? Because then I have to. For Division 2. Ha, ha, ha. 60. Well, 88 for Brad for 4-2. Could potentially be a decent marker for him. Both those darts are not bad.
No score.
It sure as heck looked pretty decent from this camera angle, but that point is just outside. All right, Scott, sign me up for Division 2. My competition's average is 67, but I am definitely haven't played a competition in over a year.
12.
Only 12. So drop down to double 2, but does he get the look? 2 16s for 32 for Tski for a tied match. And he just did it.
I didn't deserve that one.
As you can hear Tski saying, I didn't deserve that one. Straight, flat out, open and honest with it. So we got a little scrappy affair now. 3-3, 59.63, 57.76.
62.
97. $82.
A little chuckle from Tski as he was queuing up a 180 attempt, and last two just didn't go where they were supposed to go.
100.
And then, yeah, a good ton answer from Brad. That kind of hurts. I'll be queuing in the 171 look here myself. That would be my play on 311. But just got to bring it down. Brad's queuing a checkout op. Not going to be here. I think they're getting me to sign up on the registration link. I think that link's for me, isn't it? Funny.
17.
I'll update the score line here. Tski at 210. And Brad leaves himself the bogey at 166. Not the best leave.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat you.
Tski just said, yeah, I'm going to beat you with an 11. Oh, my. I'd be chuckling if I was Brad in that situation. I wouldn't know how to handle that one. But what an answer here for Tski. Is that 2 in? Nope. Just the 1 as he hits a 4 mark on the 19s and then goes up top for 96. Does Brad need a triple there for Bull? Yeah, didn't quite have it.
90.
But it does get the 90 to leave 32, and that's a pressure-filled shot here on this 103. Yeah, 19s is the way I would go, and then back up for 20s, and unfortunately just can't grab a triple to leave a look. So back to 32 for Lewis. To once again have a lead here in this semifinal.
First start.
Yeah, and I think that is in. It is in. You hear him say first dart, so 4-3 advantage after leg 7. Rick asking if we're live on YouTube. Also, yes, we are. USA Darts YouTube is live right now. So you can head on over there if you want. A little bit easier to pop it up on the big screen with that option. I've been keen on that myself. Putting it up on the big screen and just letting it play. Who would have ever imagined internet on your TV, let alone online darts being a thing? And here we are. You just got to love it. The real North American equalizer is this online darts option. I've mentioned that actually a few years back, wrote an article on that, just how convenient it is for people in North America to jump online and be able to play someone with an identical average so easily. So definitely take advantage where you can, whether it be just through the powers of Dart Connect, through this great DPFL online darts league. Just join up because, man, you can just really better your game playing this online darts option. Mentioned last night, especially when you're Division 2 to Premier League, because chances are there's not a lot of players that are in that average range in your area. Maybe there's a few, but not a substantial amount. So anytime you can hop online and play someone identical, it helps you and it helps them. Well, Brad right now has put himself in position for this leg. To go 2 on the spin. Tski with a clutch 140 though, but still outside looking in at 205. Yeah, that's a good round. Is that 119? That's exactly what it is. Great 119. It leaves 38. An old pesky double 19, but These days, double 19 is not bad. People will take their shot at that one. It used to be a guaranteed split every time. Not anymore. Yep, you see, not anymore. A little bit of aggressive play, but you'll take it. 3 to set up the double 8 when he returns, and most likely he will. Tski at 164, you think percentage-wise, probably 7 to 12% chance he's hitting this. I just see he just drops that second dart, so will not get a look at the bull.
136.
But what a leave. What a leave for him. Pressure is added. But what pressure, says Brad? I got this. Aaron says, just signed up for my first season of DPFL. Well, looking forward to having you in the mix here, Aaron. Certainly a good time to be had. Maybe, you never know. Maybe we'll feature you on the stream here.
100.
Couple good rounds incoming, a few tons, and follows it up with another. 3 in a row here.
$59.
Oh, beauty. Here it comes. I thought that was going to be a 180 for sure. That slight right angle of the flight there on the second dart was a tough workaround, so I think that's why we didn't see it. You did see the deflection there. But that would have been number 15 on the season for Brad. Few mentionables. It'll be Josh Schuler or Joe Smith in the final for the winner of this one. Both of those two are your other semifinalists in division number 2. I think Josh is from Colorado, if I'm not mistaken. So good matchup to be had for the winner. And even the loser, I think they play a third place match as well. Kind of check some score lines. Zach Nielsen did best. Colton Dunn, I believe that was yesterday, in order to take the semifinal of division number 3. And then Colton did best Chris Fountain tonight in division number 3, third place match. How about this? 70.61 for the 12-year-old from Canada. Yeah, 70.61 in division 3 to take third place is just downright nasty.
20.
Well, another 103 look for Tski. Up top to triple 20 and can't convert. So back to Brad. Tops it is for 6-3. Gonna scramble down to double 16. Outside. Tski will go 8 or 16. It's probably 16 for 32, I imagine. It's exactly the way he went. And he goes inside.
Missed.
Yeah, just a little flight hit there to cause that dart to just go outside of the double bed. Over to double 4 now.
Second dart.
Yeah, Tski does recover to take it. And after this leg, we will take a quick break. So a reminder of that one. I'll chime in to let our players know. A reminder about our women's division as well. I mean, I mentioned it yesterday, but Paula Murphy did take the title over Kira Taylor. It was an 8-3 win there for her. Impressive display from Paula to get the job done. Those ladies elected to play off stream. And then for your top four, it was Paula Murphy besting Callie West 7-5. I think Kira besting Cassie Scantlin 7-2 in that one.
60.
Johnny Nolan says he went from a 50 to a 67 so fast. Kid is the real deal. Yeah, we saw it firsthand at the Las Vegas Open. Man, is Colton really strong. And we got a short coming out tomorrow on USA Darts just kind of displaying that. He had a 106 and a 112 checkout and some really good darts in that one.
140.
Great 140 for Brad. Ian asking, do you know what they averaged? And I think that's in regards to the women's matchup. Paula Murphy is 67.22, Kira Taylor a 66.42. So, yeah, pretty impressive, tight-knit battle there. But unfortunately, leg differential was a little bit more spread out in favor of Paula. But, yeah, overall, I mean, those are not bad. I think our women's game is on the rise here. We have a little bit of work to do, and if we're going to go compete on the women's series and what have you, but we're not far off. So Brad, fat 60, gets him down to 90. That old Amish triple will work. Time is on his hands.
100.
And you can see how he attacked that there. No harm, no foul going at it with the trip 18 route. Usually if you're kind of in a tight situation, you're going to go 20-20 for bull. But with the fact that Tski's outside, he's going to go squared up for tops. And there you go. That will be leg number 10. So we'll take a quick break with these guys. Let them grab a beverage or use the restroom, and we'll be right back with some more action from this Division II semifinal.
I want to go bang my head on the concrete.
I feel
New shot launch, steel tip action on the 4th generation Bandit board, adding the one-piece flight deck system to all steel tip barrels as well. I'll be throwing 23-gram weight everything, starting with the Celt Tornos, followed by Roman Empire Juno, and finally the Celt Balor Dart. God, I love the steel tip version even more. It's longer and more torpedo-y than the soft tip. We've got a straight barrel now with evenly distributed weight. I'm going to use that King Crown milling as my grip reference. Shot calls that gnarly rear section vessel grip, I believe. It's unmatched by anything I've felt before, honestly. 83 scored. Next up, we've got the Celt Balor Bomber Dart. This is the hardest changeup for me because it's front weighted, so that means I have to hold in the max diameter. Yeah, good pick. Oh my gosh, guys. New darts, new Bandit dartboard, and new flight deck colors. Go ham.
All right, shoe up, Brad.
All righty, quick little intermission, and we're back to it, folks. I always offer that as, hey, if
123.
you guys want to take a quick break, go ahead and do that. I think that's always needed at some point, and usually a planned break is better than a surprise break for everybody. So happy that we were able to
45.
get that one taken care of as we're back to it here. Just kind of during intermission, I heard Mike say he was trying some different stuff, just trying to get something to work. He just feels like he's not here tonight. Can't blame him. I mean, he's when you've been throwing a 66.14 on your average in the playoff run, and all of a sudden you get thrown with this one, maybe you feel like there's a little bit more on the plate to offer.
100.
We'll see how we go for the second half of our semifinal.
95.
Potential 9 legs, potential 3 legs. We just don't know.
$82.
$97.
Oh, good 97. It looked like a 137 to be fair.
$78.
$85.
So pressure's on. Can Tski inch this closer?
Third dart.
Yes, he can. 6-5 scoreline here as Tski does capitalize on a great finish of 92.
$26.
$40.
You can see both are trying to
7.
strike first here. Tski would love to tie us up 6-6. No doubt about it. We mentioned confidence earlier, and yeah, he needs a little confidence boost. Just after hearing him during the break there, you could just sense it.
100.
Only 100 for Brad, and what looked like more. That's the story of tonight. It always looks like just a little bit more on Brad's camera.
123.
$100.
Aaron asking about next CSC. That will be the 17th of February is the first night of the next CSC Challenger Series. As I look at my calendar. So, yeah, right around the corner. We're leaving like less than a month in between each CSC or WCS now. So, yep, right around the corner for more of that stream soft tip action. And we'll continue bringing the coverage from the DPFL events too, as we should be squared away for season number 11 to bring you the streaming for that. We'll probably keep it to, a match a week, maybe more. There's possibility of more if I can. I think maybe me and Nick can capitalize each, and he takes one and I take one, and maybe we go about it that way. It is tough to kind of lock yourself in for stuff during the week when it's going to be tough to get back on time for certain things. saying, I've never seen this type of darts before. So yeah, this is your online steel tip option. Two phones, and you guys kind of get on a video chat and handle your business. Got to be a certain level of, trust too. You got to have that factor, but everything being filmed, you would be pretty stupid to cheat. All right, 32. He gets it. Yes, he does. 7-5. Ken, you're welcome. That's what I do best, buddy. Just avoid the second one. Some people can, he says, no view of where they throw from. Some people do have that enabled where they can, they have a second camera option so you can see that. But, there's certain trusts. I think you can kind of notice when things are off, and they're pretty good about noticing things and calling them out for it. But, yeah. Great 97 as he switches down to the 19s for the triple. Got a lot of Tski support in the chat. I'm seeing that. So you get some Let's Go Tskis. Tskis, let's go. Where's the Brad Lewis supporters? This is a Canada versus USA battle. It's what we've had all week. Well, our two matches yesterday were Canada versus US. Where's that Canadian support at? I saw one Edmonton, Alberta earlier. I know there's more of you in there.
96.
Who knows? Maybe we'll be up in Canada for a streamed event down the road. There's rumors. Did I say that? Aha.
100.
Good ton there for Tski. Still on the outside looking in, but we'll see what Brad has to offer. I think that's a triple. But he's kind of in a tight spot now because a single 20 is only 85. That doesn't leave you at a checkout look. That's why I like the 95 look there, going downstairs to the 19s. One triple and two singles gives you that look. Linda says, I'm a quiet supporter. That's okay. You can be a quiet supporter.
45.
At least you're supporting and tuning in. That's the main thing. 153 needed for Tski. Will not go.
59.
But does square away a 94 opportunity when he returns. We'll see if he goes 18s or bull for that. 18s is kind of the new play because you can go double-double. Yeah, he does go 18s, and we'll see. Double-double. Yep, 36 for 40. Oh. Right there. And I 50, yeah, that would have left top. Maybe he just floated it down. Am I wrong?
$65.
Not sure what happened there. Maybe I'm just was seeing things. Help me on the chat.
Third dart.
Either way, Tski does get it. 7-6. He'll take that. I swore he had 18, double 18, which would have left him.
85.
Yeah, great 140. Good start to leg 14 for Tski. And you see our averages now have climbed a little bit, at least for Mike. Brad's been at that 64 before in this match, but has kind of hovered in the 62, 63 range throughout the duration.
60.
$64.
Brad into the triple with his first. Should be square for a ton. He does get it. Same for Tski.
100.
Yeah, he lays in a ton of his own to leave the 141. Coming down to the wire here, folks. This trip 19 was the look. You can go trip 19 or even trip 15 there. Just kind of depends on what you really want to leave, whether it be 24 or 36. Commonly, the 19 is the go-to route.
$88.
There we go. Go Brad from Yep Nope. He said watching from the same city as Brad. So we do got a little Canadian support here this evening. 18 for tops. Tski was looking at 7-7 instead. 44 is the look for Brad. It'll be 12 for 32. And he gets it. What a shot for Brad Lewis. One leg away here from a finals berth in division number 2.
Hell of a start.
Yeah, he said it best. An unfortunate start for Tski.
134.
And then a great start for Brad. Just a total polar opposites there for these two on the start. As Tski looks to recover.
140.
He does recover. What a recovery at that. Now does Brad give him the favor and give him a 5 as well? No, it's not going to be. He's going to put the pressure on. He wants this win now.
83.
My apologies. No, it's on. Okay. Thought I messed up. All good. All good. Yeah, 40 there for Tski. Goes back to Brad. Starts on the 19s. Would love a triple. I think that is 1, 2.
79.
He did get the 1, a single 3 with the last, but that'll square you up for the 160 look.
95.
60.
Unfortunately, Tski does leave the bogey look, but a good ton would add pressure here.
Seven. 75.
Yeah, 75 for him. Yeah, to get below the ton, but
60.
Brad can't convert on the ton, so he will get a look at the 87. 51 for 36. Now 20 for Bull. And he just quite can't convert. Can't quite convert. My goodness, I'm getting my words all tangled up tonight. Bradford tops. Can he use that as a marker? Cannot. Drops it low over to double 10.
20.
And it is outside. It is a hanger on the wire. And he shows it to you just on the outside there. 17 for double 8. And we'll keep on going because Tski just made it 8-7.
$25.
Yeah, both players, once again, and not having the best of starts.
$41.
That's exactly what Michael needed. A good ton there to just get Brad thinking. He's on your heels. He is on your heels. That is what Brad has to be thinking now. You do not want this going 8-8. You want to get this done here because anything can happen in a last leg decider.
$140.
That was a clutch round for Brad. A 140 is really big there. Just a recovery at that. And he's back in it. He is back in it.
100.
Follows the 140 with a ton to leave the 135. Advantage back in Brad's favor.
$59.
That's an unfortunate leave for Tski at 168. And only the 40 after. So 76 for Brad. Double 8. Can he do it here? Not quite. 2 darts outside of double 8. He misses 2 for the match. I believe that is 54. You followed in with another for double 10. That may be in. Maybe out, too. Want to find out. Is it double 10?
88.
It was not. That second dart proving to not be in, just on the outside. So back to Brad for double 8 for a finals berth. And he can't do it.
Sure.
2 match darts goes to 5 tops for Tski to tie us up and go to a last leg decider. Well outside with the last. He'll be the first one to tell you that. That looks inside to me. Over to double 4. Outside there. We just can't get the job done here in leg number 16. Are we done, or is it a last leg decider? What do we fancy, boys?
15.
First start.
And there you have it. Brad Lewis gets the job done here in the semifinals. Well, fellas, I'll start off with Mike. Mike, just you kind of mentioned it at break, just some inconsistencies in your game tonight. I mean, that's going to happen. It's just unfortunate that it happened here, right?
Well, you know, you're sitting here on your online and you're playing in front of, I don't know, 20 or 30 people that are watching. Maybe I'm exaggerating. I found it more difficult than playing on stage at the live event. I was standing in different spots, holding the darts in different spots. I couldn't find any kind of rhythm. I think I had one good game, but you know what? Every time I've played Brad, it's been just balls to the wall, 70 plus average every time we play. And then tonight we we both threw up a stinker. So yeah, look, I'm happy to get this far, and you know, wish it would have been a little more consistent. But you know, congratulations to Brad, and you know, he's a fellow shot ambassador, so I'm going to be pulling for him. You know, I don't want to jump ahead, but I'm going to pull for him in the finals.
Well said. Well said. Well, I did mention that there's something about playing downstairs, knowing that maybe there's people watching you, but you're stuck by yourself. It's kind of it can go bad for you confidence wise and kind of throw things off for you in that circumstance. So maybe it is easier to play on stage essentially, but for you, Brad, I mean, we'll stay with you too. I mean, yeah, maybe not your best effort for the playoff run so far, but to get the job done and be in the finals, that's got to feel good.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely happy. I managed to get it done. I felt the same as Mike. It was I was up and down, having emotions basically while I was at the line, and it's like it's a little different, definitely, than playing on a stage. On a stage, you can see everybody that's watching you, and on here, you have no idea, right? And you're always wondering, like, you wanna shoot good for everybody else too, but you also want to shoot good for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Well said. I mean, yeah, it's on the stage. You can always look over and have somebody potentially cheering you on, or you can use the boost to your advantage. But here, it's kind of like you're at your own mercy.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I mean, like Mike said, me and him have played, God, probably over a dozen times now, and they're always good games, always usually right neck and neck the whole time, and it was like that, but it wasn't at our level that we usually play when we play against each other.
Yep. Well, congrats to both you guys for making it this far. Brad, you're going to go into the finals. It'll be Josh Schuler or Joe Smith. Tski, we're not done seeing you, I guarantee it. We're going to see it live event 4 or maybe even potentially season 11, I guarantee you.
Absolutely. Thank you for putting this on And good job, Brad. Thanks for playing, and we'll see each other again.
Definitely, buddy. Thanks for the match, and it was a good match. Obviously not what we wanted it fully, but it was still a good match. And
Yeah.
thanks for putting this on. Thanks for the live stream. Thanks for everything.
Well, appreciate you, fellas, and have a good rest of your evening. Thanks again.
All right, thank you.
See you, fellas. All righty. Let me cut on over here to that one. That's going to do it for us, folks. Thanks for joining us for Division II semifinal tonight. Congrats to Brad Lewis for advancing into the finals. Tski is going to take home a top 4, some good money going his way. But reminder, you still have a little bit of time. Get involved for season 11. DPFLdarts.com is how you do that. You don't want to miss out on the action and the money to be had here in this DPFL system. Thanks for joining us, folks. We appreciate it. William Stewart of USA Darts. Take care. We'll see you next time.